Love is not enough. Love is not enough. I'm here to set the record straight this morning because I also myself have been guilty into agreeing with that statement for a long time in my life. But whose love are we really talking about? Because I know for sure if we are talking about God's love, God's love is more than enough. I mean, the fact that I'm breathing on my own, I'm walking on my own, I have divine spiritual health, I have divine physical health. That is love. God has woken me up once again this morning. That is love. God doesn't need me here. There is nothing that actually God owes me. That's why they say life is a gift, because I'm here in the present moment. I'm present because He said He chose to woke me up again. That's why you are also a chosen one, because God chose to give this life experience to you. But when we're talking about human interaction, that's when we can say human love is not enough. And the reason why I'm saying that is because our love has so many terms and conditions. In fact, it's like you have to keep up with this list of favors. And one heartbreaking thing about that is that that list, it keeps on growing. It keeps on growing each year by year. Oh, you gotta do this now for you, so you can show that you love me. This is what you gotta do. There's always something more that we got to do. But if you're talking about love not being enough, God's love, Jesus' love is more than enough, guys. It's more than enough, because one of the most humbling things in my life I can say is that yes, I can get angry and say I cannot forgive that person, but how many times has God forgiven me for the things that I've done? After I've prayed and I said, God, I'll never do this again, and then I do it again. That is love. That is unconditional love. But when it comes to human love, our love that we have for each other, it is conditional, because we have to keep up with new favors that need to be done, things that need to be done, that we say it shows love. But when we're talking about God's love, that's another thing. That's another deeper thing. And that is an issue for us human beings, because we're not content. We are not content, and we're not committed to things. And that's why it's easy for us to jump into another thing. But what I would say is, I believe that two people who are connected to God, people who are solely connected to God, and they get together, they can have the most beautiful love that this life can offer them. And that's what I believe makes godly couples. I don't really care about power couples, but I care about godly couples. And I think those two human beings who are so in sync with God, and they get together and they keep on sharing that connectivity that they draw from God, and they share it with each other, then that is, we can achieve unconditional love there.